Every spring, bass see the same lures: spinnerbaits, squarebills, flukes, and senkos, and they start tuning them out. That's when you need to give the bass something they're not conditioned to. In this video, I'll show you my favorite spring finesse presentation that almost no one throws: slow swimming a Speed Boss worm. It's subtle, natural, and it flat out catches fish. When conditions call for finesse fishing for spring bass, but want to fish smarter and faster, this technique is going to open up a new lane for you. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where, when, and how to throw it to catch lots of big bass.
Hey, cold morning, and big winds. We had a dust storm. I don't know if you can see the dust all over the boat. We literally had a dust storm, and like 40 plus mile an hour winds. So everything's all screwed up now with cold front. But there's super shallow grass. It's like 8 inches to a foot, and I was able to get them the other day. I was out here with the swim jig, and they'll hit at it a bit. But I need to reel something slower and keep it higher, and that's where that Speed Boss is coming in. I'm using a light 8 ounce weight, and then slow. This thing, the tail kicks out, so it gives it a lot of lift, so I can reel it slowly and stay just above them. And that's starting to work a little bit. It's getting warmer. It was like about 40 degrees this morning. Cold kind of hurt the water temperature, but it's warming up a little bit. So hopefully the females, the bucks are up here, little ones, but hopefully one of the big bass come in. The female's moving this afternoon. And you know, there's this area sometimes has a lot of grass, sometimes has very little. The grass was really green, you know, and a lot of it prolific, and now it's kind of died back. So when that happens, even though there's not much and it's not very green and it's real kind of dead looking stuff, it's the only game in town. So it's like if there's one restaurant in a whole town that's open when you get into your hotel in the evening or something, well, you take whatever you can get, and that's kind of what the fish are faced with right now. There's not much hydrilla. So the stuff that you can find, even though it's super shallow, man, it's definitely loaded. And at some point, those females are going to move in here with those males, and it's going to get stupid. It's a little better one. The crazy part is you see all these guys up here. They're working the bushes real tight, and the fish are out in the grass. They're off. All the bushes are eye candy. That's kind of a perfect situation when you get something that looks really good, docks and bushes and all this stuff, and then the fish are just outside of it. You also notice I worked into the wind coming up here, 0 bites, throwing the same baits. So every time I turn around, power pull down and work with the wind in my back, and then bring it back. I guess they're facing that little wind current or whatever. But every single time I get bit in the same exact area. So that seems to be the deal, and definitely that going to the Speed Boss and just slow rolling this thing. Those tails kick so hard. You can feel it pulling like a spinnerbait. And then you just barely tuck that hook point in the top of it. And I run it so that the tails are straight up and down instead of flat, straight up and down. It just kicks like crazy. finally a little better one. I was way back in the super shallows and out more main lake flat out here with this grass. The wind was blowing so bad this morning. Really muddied this up, cleared up a little bit. I missed a couple, but they're definitely on the Speed Boss a little better today than that swim jig. Problem is the wind's blowing hard enough, you're kind of moving fast. You got to kind of slow crawl it, let it get to the bottom, and then just slow roll it. Man, when they eat it though, they freaking smoke it. Rigging it with the tails up and down. You can do it flat or up and down. I don't know, up and down seems like it's better. It's staying up a little better. So the trick seems to be able to slow reel it really slow, and just keep it in their house for a long time, as long as you can, and then boom. A little better. Late afternoon, warming up a little bit. The water temp now is up to like 60, gosh, 65 and a half. I don't know, female showing up. It's so shallow. It's amazing. I saw the water boil when that one hit it, but oh man, they're busting right there. So definitely how it goes in the spring. It gets active in the afternoon. Oh yeah. Oh, pulled off. Smaller one. Felt that when I set the hook and I moved him instead of stopping, but good sign though. Still gristle on my hook. Might have been part of the reason why I lost him. Jeez. Pushed all the way to the back of a pocket where I caught him before. I mean, way up here, super shallow, and I mean that's where the warmest water is, and they're active. Can't get over. There's no such thing as too shallow in the spring. Oh man, I keep smoking it. It's literally like 1.0 it's saying here, and a lot of stuff's like 0.6 it'll say on the fish finder, hardly in registers. They're missing. Let me try this swim bait just a second. A little messy. One hit at it, one boiled on it. One hit at the swim bait, that was it. I don't know why I went away. I tried all the other stuff and the worm's working. There's a big one. Oh, dang. Oh, yeah. That's probably the one that went after the swim bait there. That worm, man, in the spring, there's a bite. Yeah, first thing in the morning. But guess what? Late afternoons when it gets going. You want to sleep in. It's the time of year to do it. Sleep in. See the gristle there from the other one. Sleep in. The better ones bite a little later. Man, they're on the old Speed Boss today. Classic fishermen. They're eating this thing. So what do I try to do? I try to throw swim bait and stuff, other stuff. Try to find something even better. When, hey, dummy, they're eating this. Oh, there's another one. God dang it. Must be the little ones up there too. They keep on. Every time I thought the little ones whack at it. There might be a bunch of schoolies in there. I got out the old jerk shad. Just worked that quick. Probably even need a topwater. Hoping. Great big one in there. We've seen a couple decent ones feeding. Working that jerk shad across the top, almost like a topwater. Work it fast, twitch it, and kill it. Got him. One went for it, and then, yeah, a bunch of schoolies, dang it. Looking fast, twitching it, and yeah, that's what is pounding our swim jig and stuff and not getting it. But jerk shad, you can work it like a topwater. You work it really quick on top. I don't like, a lot of guys take flukes and stuff and let it sit forever. And the jerk shad doesn't have any salt on it. It really stays up high. So I work it really fast across the top and kill it, and it just glides down a little bit. But it's like when they won't quite come up for a topwater, but they want something on the surface. They're feeding after shad. Works really well. Cast it. I don't even let it sink. I just scurry it across the top, twitch it, and see they're coming up again. So. Make it look like a minnow, on the surface trying to get away. Yeah. Bunch of them out there. Got one after it. Those are little ones now. Figure I'd get one on a bladed jig. It's all rats though. Found the school hole. Limit spot. Huh. There's a Nico rig out there instant. At least on a spinning rod, he feels bigger. Baby. Yeah, we probably need to move off here, come back in a little bit. Hopefully those bigger ones come back up. Just bouncing that Nico rig, kind of making it just make that C shape, just twisting along. How many of these are up there now? God dang. Alright, enough of that. It's kind of fun, I hate to admit it, but gotta catch these dinks. You get a bite almost every single cast on something, but I tried a Texas rig. I tried dropping it down the edge. I thought maybe that's, you know, sometimes that's the deal. The better ones are sitting right off the edge there of the school, but now nothing on that. Well, we'll cover some water. They're active right now. We'll see if one's up feeding on the old Speed Boss, a big one, and then before we go in, we'll come back here in a few minutes and see if the big one's regrouped. Dinks on the worm now. Buckaroo Speed Boss. Well, these bucks on, I guess they're on beds. You're coming across it and whacking at that Speed Boss, whacking at the swim jig, and you got the open hook on the swim jig, so it got him. But I mean, I don't know how many bumps I've had now. It's just that evening active period. They're bucks. There's not a lot of females out there. We need that female. But all you need is one pair up here. It's too muddy to sight fish. Obviously, you know there's some fish moving up, some big ones about to spawn or just spawned, so they're in the area. I just need to find one that's feeding, and it seems like this today, that Speed Boss is what they want, so need to get smart and keep that in my hand. A little better. They moved down. They're farther down than they were before. Gotta throw that jig way as far as I can down there. A little chunker, but little. It's that Drip Swimmer. It's, you know, it's made for the jig head minnow. I thought, well, if they heat it out in the clear water, why not on the back of a swim jig? And sure enough. Yeah, once every time I get it down there farther, I want to get it again, popping it a little bit, almost like you do like a jig head minnow. Just trying to keep it up above them instead of trying to swim it like I have been with the looking for ones on bed down deep. I'm trying to keep the jig head minnow, not the jig head minnow, the swim jig minnow up over top of their head. They're up chasing shad, so keep it up high. Yeah, you have to park it out there to throw it as far as you can. Hey, you see that? I'm popping it like a jig head minnow. You know, that's how they do the southern swim jig too. You kind of pop it the whole time. They want it up high. Dinks again now. That one, look at my jig. That fish was, there's the head up. He was swimming upside down when he ate that, I guess. Surely, right? There we go. God, now they're way down there. That one grab it and jump off. Another one jump off. I kind of got one. eating it weird. Another one, it's like outside of his mouth. They're like swatting at it. They had it upside down. Crazy. Back to the swim jig. Another one hooked in the bottom of the mouth. I mean, it's down in his... I don't know what they're doing. Eating it weird. Vegans. Ah, very big one. About to stop there.